Hey, hey, hey! So we're gonna do a little hip glute and a little stretch in between. So you're gonna need a mini band. If you don't have a mini band, don't worry about it. You can do this without, but the mini band will add a little bit of extra resistance. So I'm gonna be putting this around my ankles. All right, we're gonna sit into a little sort of semi-squat, okay? And we're gonna step it out, right, left, alternating 20 times. All right, so hands in front of you, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go for width. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Perfect. I'm going to take that mini band off. We're going to do a single leg bridge. So let's lie down on the floor. We're going to take one leg straight up to the ceiling, hands down beside you. We're going to bridge it up at the same time. When we're bridging, we're going to bring this leg down and up and going back down onto the floor. Okay, so we're going to do 10 on one leg, 10 on the other. Ready? Let's go. Up, down and up. And again, 2, down and up. 3, down and up. Good. 4, down and up. You got this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. Opposite leg. Ready? Let's go. Down and up, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How you doing? Pushing your heel into the floor. 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10, and done. Good job. We're going to pull the knee into your chest. We're going to grab the foot and we're going to turn your knee out. So giving it a nice little stretch. The opposite leg is going to go down towards the floor. Okay, so grabbing the heel, push it out, hold it, and switch. Hold it, pushing it out, pressing to the inside of the knee, pulling the heel in, and switch. 3, push it out, and switch. 4, push it out, and switch. So hanging onto your shoe is one way. 7, but if you have no shoes on, you can grab that ankle. 8, pushing it out, and switch. And again, pressing it out. 9, and switch. And again, 10, and release. Perfect. From there, we're going to do single knee pulls. So we're going to grab the band again. This time we're going to put them around your feet. And we're going to lean back into a V. So we want to keep our core engaged in this position. And we're going to pull the knees in towards the chest. At the same time, we're going to add that little bit of resistance. Okay? So lean back. One leg, well, both legs come out a little bit more forward so that you can have that resistance of the band. So if you have your different resistances, medium, heavier resistance, you might want to kind of play with those. So hands here, and we're going to pull the knee and chest to the center. Ready? Let's go alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. I'm going to take the band off. Let's go side lying. So if you don't have the band, don't worry about it, right? Side lying, you can be on your elbow or you can take it right down onto your hand. We're going to stack your legs on top of each other. This hand is here for support, so you're not teetering forward and back. Ready? We're going to lift the leg up and down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and controlled, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to tap the knee down to the floor in front of you and then diagonally lifting it behind you. Okay? And again, 2 and lift, 3 and lift, 4 and lift. You got it. 5 and lift, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Perfect. We're going to go over into the other side and repeat. Laying right on the other hand, lifting it up and down. Ready? Let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to tap the knee in front. Ready? And diagonally back. 1, and push. 2, use your core at the same time. 3, my hand is here to support me. 4, 5, 6, 7, you got it. 8, 9, one more, and 10. Perfect. We're going to flop it over on all fours, holding it right here on your hands. We're going to take one leg out to the side, pointing your toes, and we're going to circle it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, point your toes, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, you got it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to switch sides. Leg out, ready, circle. 1, 2, doesn't really matter if you're going forward or back forth. 5, 6, 7, circling it. 8, 9, switch it, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to go back to the other side, and we're going to do a little fire hydrant, and we can go a little bit more down on the elbow of the opposite leg. So my left arm is down, my right hand is supporting me, and my right leg is, my hip is going to be working. So we're going to do a fire hydrant, extend it diagonally, so slight little lift back, and then back down, okay? So fire hydrant, pull, release. Fire hydrant, pull, release. And again, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. How are those hips doing? So down on my right elbow this time, left hand is supporting me, left leg is going to be doing the work, okay? Fire hydrant, diagonally back and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and release. Good. We're going to go into a butterfly. So bottoms of your feet together, grabbing onto the ankles or your feet. So depending on how flexible you are, we're going to pull the knees in towards your arms and then leaning forward and letting the elbows come, the knees come out. Okay. So in and down, in and down. The more we do this, the more flexible we're going to get there. 4 in the adductors, 5, 6, 7, 8, you got it, 9, and 10. Excellent. We're going to go into a nice little wide seated position. So the widest you can go, so we get a nice little stretch in the hip flexor. Some of us can go a little wider. Maybe you're not going to be able to go as far. So that's up to you. Flexing your feet towards your shins. And I want you to kind of, you can keep your hands behind you and press your hip forward. So really trying to, it's almost like you're getting your inner thighs to push down. Okay? So hold it right here, the wide as you can go, flexing those toes and going, leaning into it. So we don't want to be pushing forward, but my hands are here to hold me there. Keep holding it for 8, 7, 6. Really push into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Perfect. Last one on each side is the pigeon pose. Heel to the opposite hip flexor. So when we're going into that pigeon pose, we're going to get this heel to go into the opposite side of your hip. Okay, so from the side view, we're going to be right here. Opposite leg is fully extended behind you. We're going to open that knee up a little bit. So your heel is in that hip flexor. When you're ready, coming down into it. If you can, elbows on the floor. If you can go a little bit further, get your arms fully extended. And we want to hold it here for a good 30 seconds. Keep holding it. We're going to hold it for another 15. Right, so the more the knee comes out, the deeper the stretch goes into that hip. So just do the best you can. So nice little hip openings. Keep going and come on up. We're going to switch it to the other side. So what I do is flex my back foot into the plank, switching it to the other side. So heel to that hip flexor, opening up the knee. I'm going to point my back foot, getting in that right position. So it takes a little bit, right? Like you don't want to rush into it. Get that knee a little bit more open in your elbows, on your elbows, or all the way extending it down with your head and holding it again for 30 seconds. Nice little extension. If you have sensitive knees here, maybe don't go quite as low. You can also stay right here in your king pigeon, right? If the knee doesn't like that extra pressure coming down into it. Keep holding it. Nice deep breath in and out. This is a great little routine to do maybe first thing in the morning. Maybe if you have tight hips, tight lower back, and you want to get things kind of gently moving, doing this a couple times a day, right? Maybe do a set in the morning, set in the evening, and starting to get those hips mobile. And then also what you could do is run this through once and then maybe start back to the beginning and doing it 2 or 3 times, right? So this should take you maybe, 12, 15 minutes somewhere in there to do if you run it through one time and release. Good job. And again, it's more for your hip, your glutes, and your little bit of a stretch that you can add in at any time. Simple routine to do. What we need is consistency, repeat, 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 and that is how we're going to see the changes that we want to see, right? All right, take care. Thanks for joining.